So, surprise, surprise, I turned 50
Love that.
and I feel damn good.
You should.
And I look really good.
Absolutely. You definitely look good.
So, today we're going to talk about aging and like aging in the beauty industry. You can look like this.
Like, this is my thing with aging. Aging is like a cruel joke, right?
It is because it's horrible.
Because
You're
there's
not
so
there
many
yet.
moments where I know. Thank you for you. You guys, this bitch constantly reminds me that you are not there yet. It's like I feel like
That's what
I
happens.
am though.
When you become 50, then you have the right to tell people that they look great for their age. And until then, you don't.
Fine.
You literally.
I know, but I feel like as a woman, it's like you just continually get older, and it's like it just happens.
Men get better. Men get more distinguished.
Fucking better.
They get gray and they're like, oh my God,
They
he's
have
a
to
silver
gray.
fox.
Yes.
We get gray and they're like, oh shit, hang that up. Because it's no
Correct.
good anymore.
Correct. And it's like the women that like embrace that and like are like, I love my gray hair. Like
Grow old gracefully. Right.
girls
Nothing wrong with no shade. Look, if that's your jam
But,
and
like,
you want to bake
how-
pies, do it.
Right. But like
not
growing old gracefully though also means that you have to be down with the wrinkles. Are you down
not
with the
gonna be a
wrinkles?
pub.
I mean,
I'm not.
I love when we're on weddings and we play that game with people and people are just stunned that like you are 50.
Okay, so admittedly, like how I had work done, I mean, hello. Like, I mean, you're not growing old gracefully for me is like I am going to be young forever because I will still be 70 and doing cartwheels, but I will be Botoxing and filling and doing all the
Nipping
things.
and tucking
nipping and tucking and sucking
and your belly button
Correct.
has now like made it
Become a
up
bow
to
tie.
here. Correct.
It just is because you know what? First of all, I'm working next to this and 5 other girls that are 20 to 35, and it's like that's first and foremost. Secondly, you have to represent when you're going on weddings. You can't be like
I mean, I think
old and
that,
decrepit and like let me do your makeup. Like no, they'll be like no, thank you.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I also feel like at some point though, like it's like, where do you like? What is the end trajectory? You know,
Who is your great example of someone who is like embracing their age? Okay, not like Meryl Streep because like goddess forever, but like someone who is around my age. Who
Okay.
obviously has had work done, but it's not so obvious. Like to me, it's Demi Moore, right? Because I'm like Demi Moore literally looks 35 and she's 60.
I do. I mean, I definitely feel like Demi Moore is for sure. Like, I mean, she has like long
Body
fucking dark
yaddy.
hair, body yaddy yaddy. Like, she has all the things, and it's like, I just feel like as women, like you get to a place where you're like, should I fucking color my hair? Should I,
There's gray girl
start shooting my face up with Botox?
Right.
Should I do filler?
But you shouldn't judge others if that's what they decide to do for themselves. It's not and I can speak to this, it's not a vanity thing.
Right.
I mean, in some ways it is. It's not a vanity thing, but if you don't like what you see, you should be able to change what you don't like. Like, I mean, it's the same as like, I'm a blonde and I want to be a redhead. It's the same freaking thing. Right?
I mean, I feel like it's one of those things though. It's like, we are on weddings all the time, and it's like you have that mom that sits in the chair that's like, what are you going to do with my wrinkles?
And you magically wipe these away? Like,
Exactly.
No,
And
bitch,
it's like,
you can't.
you know? And so it's like, you do kind of have to do that a little bit.
On-site Botox is where it's at. Like, I think makeup artists should be able to inject people.
That would actually be amazing.
I mean, obviously, I'm not.
I mean, could you seriously imagine like
qualified.
having that person sit in your chair that's like,
God, are you? I would love.
that's like, what are you going to do with all of these?
We
And
could
you're
do that,
like,
though. It
I'm
would be
actually going to fucking shoot them all.
It would be a fucking problem.
I mean, like,
honestly.
seriously, like, that would be
We would be injecting ourselves on the way to the wedding.
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
it would be a problem. But no, we don't carry that with us, and we're not miracle workers in that way.
They're not miracle workers.
But like, if you want to look your best, these are the things you have to do. I mean, dermaplane your face. That's a great start. It's cheap. It's something that you can do at home and you can maintain, but you're still like revealing youthful skin
But
and all
I
of
feel
those
like
things.
nobody
You need
ever,
to get
it's like
Botox.
those are the things that nobody does,
No
No
one listens. They don't.
But not recognizing, like, I feel like I do feel like sometimes like we're working, like the moms are there, they find out that you're fucking 50, and then
Either it goes one of two ways.
Correct.
it's like, oh my God, you look amazing. Like, what do you do? And I'm like,
Right.
Botox, filler, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Or it's like, oh, I would never do that.
And it's like, why would you never?
So rude.
Why would you never?
Why?
I just think never is.
Do you think that your husband thinks you look good? Because let me tell you something. I've been around some husbands where they were like, oh, hi.
Correct. And then,
you know why? Because I look like this.
correct. And then, enter mom who looks 80 years old because.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is they're always your age.
They're always my age. That's like our game is like, I'll be like, how old do you think she, because I always ask. I don't care. I'm 50. I can do what I want.
Right.
So I'm like, so like, what is your thing? And they're like, I just like to be really natural. I do like blue eyeliner and I wear denim all the time. And I'm like, okay, let's like, we're going to step this game up. I'm like,
let's bring you into
Right.
2024.
2024. And I'm like, how old are you? And they're like 53. And I'm like, looking at Sade like, no fucking way. Like no.
Like, did you mean 73?
Did you mean 73? But I mean, if you're gonna look 73 and you're in your 50s and that's your choice,
I think
then own it.
Then you have to own that.
Own it.
And that's never
Do
the
not
case.
complain to me in my chair that you want to look freaking younger. Just
Yes.
be like, I know I'm I do not do any of the treatments. Like this is own
Right.
it and love yourself anyway. Because how are we supposed to put love on you if you can't love yourself anyway?
Well, it's like, and now I've just beat your entire face, but like now I feel like you're
And
not
not in a
loving
good
it,
way.
and it has nothing to do with what I just did. It
It's
has
just
everything to
unfortunate.
do with the fact
It
that
makes me sad.
you literally hate your face.
I just want a beautiful world. That's
I mean,
how I
yeah.
feel. It's like world
Yeah.
peace, but with makeup.
How do you guys feel about men getting like hair transplants in Turkey? That's kind of like the man equivalent to Botox, kind of.
I love men getting
Same.
hair transplants and
Same.
doing the things. I
Same.
feel like it's one of those things
They don't
where
have a lot of options.
they don't. And I feel like for men, it's kind of
That's the
tricky.
struggle.
Because it's like, yeah, for us, it's like we can slap on a fucking
Do you
wig.
feel like Mike has a receding hairline or anything yet?
I mean, he does kind of like a little
Scott
bit.
definitely does.
Mike, I love you, but also
Scott,
it's
you
like,
do, and
yeah,
we've
I mean, it
talked
is
about
like a
this.
little bit. And it's
It's
just
on
like
one
right
side.
here. It's just
Yeah.
like here.
But it's okay.
And it's
like,
not bad,
If,
but
if
it's
they
like-
came to us and they were like, I'm going to get a hair transplant, I would be like,
I would be, and
let's do it.
And the
I'll hold your
conversation
hand.
has come up, and I have, yes, and I have been like,
Aw,
listen,
love that.
if you wanted to get
Yeah.
your hairline done, or like, have you seen when they do like the fake,
Tattoo?
like they shave off like the whole top of their head.
Oh my God, no. I
Right.
can't see that.
They like slap glue on it, and you have seen this, and they.
Oh, you're
put
talking about the
little-
toupee.
Yes,
Living. I
but
would
not
do that in a
like
second.
it's not giving like
Yeah,
1981 toupee. It's giving
That gave that man his
2024
confidence
toupee.
back.
and it gives them their confidence
Oh
back.
my God. No, I have seen this on TikTok. And like the man goes from like in the chair, like,
Yes,
to like,
or you
"What's
see
up,
him,
ladies?"
and you're like. Yeah, no, like
And then
you
you
look
see
like you're like 55 years old, and then you see him after, and you're like, holy shit, like he
and you
looks
can
like he's
comb through
25.
that shit. You can do
You can
anything
comb
with it.
through it, like you can shower, you can do all the things.
To answer your question, white chocolate, check. Let's do
Check.
hair. Check. Check.
Like do it.
Check.
Like why not? Like I just feel like whatever is gonna make you feel good,
Yeah.
it should be
It
happening.
should be happening. I mean, I will say, like, advice to men would be, and this is just something that I've seen, like, through Hollywood and all of that, is like, don't start too late.
Don't start.
And
too
this
late.
goes to the girls too. It's kind of like if you're a bride of ours and you're 37 and you haven't started Botox, it's like anything that is there is going to exist. So with men, same thing. Like if there's a creasing there, it's going to exist. It's just not going to move. So if you start preventative and you start doing these things in time,
I mean, yeah,
Exhibit A, y'all. Exhibit A.
exactly.
I only started when I was 33, though. It
I
should have
mean,
been sooner.
You
But
think so?
yeah.
I mean, if you had started
This would
sooner,
not-
what do you think? Like, do you
I
think
would
your
be like-
outcome would be even better than it
I
is?
would be a stripper on a pole, living my best life.
By the way,
lying
you
to
guys,
everyone.
Jen her doctor told her that she is the trajectory. She is what
The end result.
the end result is.
Because I begged to get a facelift, and he was like, "No, you're the end result."
And there it is.
Stop, though. I want one.
And there it is. I mean, if ever
Eve
there was an
Lift, if
answer
you're
for
watching,
you,
that please fly me into
please
Miami so I can get
sponsor
that
us. We would
I want the Eve
absolutely
Lift.
love that.
1-day procedure.
BBL.
I don't want to do BBL. I don't have any fat to
I
suck
don't know.
out.
That scares me. The idea of like, but
You have a
but
good
one,
butt, though. Like, what do
but
you need a
okay,
BBL
but the
for?
difference between like good butt and great
And
butt.
shelf butt.
Exactly.
No.
And bubble butt.
I know.
It's like there is a difference there.
I mean,
There
look
is.
at your daughter and you will understand that.
I mean,
your
I
butt
feel,
sucks.
but I think like as you get older and say like getting older, I feel like as you get older, you realize like men do not care as much as you think that they do.
not. A
When
boob
you're
is
in
a
your
boob.
20s, I
Yeah.
think you're like, oh my God, like everything has to be perfect. Like I have to. And then you get older and you're like, it's a
fucking
vagina.
cares?
Men is like, oh, there's a vagina there. Wonderful.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
correct.
Poke it. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like, oh, you're flashing me. It doesn't matter if your boob is here or here, wherever.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
It's a fact, Jack, for sure.
White chocolate. Would you like to weigh in on this?
I guess. Yeah, sure.
It's a boob.
We're usually simple creatures, I would say.
I love that.
And there it is.
Typically,
true.
If you ever were questioning or wondering, there's the answer.
There's the answer. I mean, I do feel like women dress for other women. We do beauty for other women.
100%.
Because it is in a way a competition, but honestly, like, I think with my older age, you do get wiser and you're able to like, you're able to have friends that are like in their 30s and stunning and you feel secure in yourself. And if anything, it's inspiring. It's like, okay, wait, I want to be that. I want to do that.
Inspiring you?
You're inspiring.
Jesus.
I know. So I was like, I wore cowboy boots today. I was like, would Sade wear this? Probably not.
I mean, I feel like I would.
Would you?
I'm like
living to
you
see you in a
are.
cowboy boot.
I would totally do a cowboy moment, but I feel like you are like the checkers, like the edginess of it all. Like that is you 110%.
I think that's a big part of it is like not being afraid to take chances and style. And like, so what if a 25-year-old is wearing that? I think I think when I look at celebrities, I think, and this is one that resonates with me just because I feel like she is edgy. I've always loved her, Angelina Jolie, right?
Yes.
Homegirl is, I'm not really sure how old she is. I probably should have researched that before we started today, but I think she's up there and like literally owns the leg. She's skinny like me and she doesn't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, so what? My arm is not perfect, but you know what? I look fucking good.
But I feel like that is like,
sorry for all the fuckings.
I feel like that loops into like what the whole topic is that I feel like at any age,
Yeah.
like you should wear what you want to wear. I mean,
Right.
I just think that like
There shouldn't be
part of what
stipulations.
makes somebody looks old
Right.
is like you're
I'm
still
too old
wearing,
for that.
Right. And it's like you've turned 40, you do not have to dress at Talbot's. Nothing, no shade against Talbot's. Love that if that is for you. But like you don't have to go there. I mean, and that is the thing. Like,
Yeah.
remember the other day we were looking at with like the Golden Girls and like all the ages of the people back in the day.
We're going to flash this chart up on the screen for you, White Chocolate is, because this will blow your mind. to
Will
look
blow
at.
your mind.
Like the Golden Girls, which like young people look like, you guys aren't going to know this, but there's a show that takes place in Miami. And it's this
Yes.
group of women that live together who have like their partner has deceased or whatever. And literally they are in their 40s and they look like they're in. Blanche was 48 years old,
I mean,
bro.
what took me by storm is Sanford and Son. Once again,
Red.
I'm sure young people, you guys do your research. You don't know. Correct.
Right.
But I'm
48 years old, right?
I
Or
mean,
something.
and
Really
like,
young.
and everybody is always like, like black don't crack. But
Correct.
honestly, like seeing that, I was like, oh my God. Like I thought that
Make
he was
him
like,
look older, or
I
he just,
don't
like,
know because I'm like, if that is the case, he looks. I thought he was like 70 years old. I remember watching that, like, oh, for sure, he's my grandparents'
my
age.
mind.
That
Shout out
blew
to
my
you.
mind.
Who was that? Michael King that showed us that?
Jamie.
It was Jamie.
It was
My bad,
Jamie.
Jamie. Love
Shout
you,
out to
Jamie.
you, Jamie. We love you, Jamie, for
Jamie.
sharing that with us.
Another great example. This guy that works in the studio that we work at, right? It's a salon suite. And
going into men.
to confirm what we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
He's 53 years old. He looks like Johnny Depp. He is a hairstylist. This man has more style. And he is a man who's embracing his 50s, and he doesn't give a shit that he's in his 50s.
Yes.
Wears a leather jacket, has a gold tooth, like chews gum like it's going out of style, like
Drinks cold brew out of
a bottle this big. It's like, bro, like I'm pretty sure it's not good for your heart, but I mean,
I've never seen somebody drink more cold brew than Jamie. In my mind, I'm like, that has to be dangerous, but it's working for him.
It is, but I mean,
and I love that.
He's owning
but
it.
like back to it, it's like he's owning it. Like I don't feel like he dresses fuddy duddy. Like I don't think anyone who would see him out on the streets would ever think that he's what.
I think you want to know who he is because he just looks cool.
He just looks cool,
and he's embracing it.
And he owns that.
I know. He wears a crossbody. This shit is cool. It's
cool. Very cool.
I think it's a confidence thing. Like
100%.
Men or women, no matter what age, like
own it.
If you're comfortable in your own skin, then that's just gonna come off the screen.
You're right.
Or whatever, or in person. Angelina Jolie is 49 years old according to Google. So
49.
There you go.
49.
Older, but she looks like that's the thing is like she will wear strapless dress and like her arms are not.
Her legs are out. It's like whatever. And you know what?
She's a badass.
Is there some cellulite? Probably. Is there some like fucking loose arm skin?
Yes.
But it's like who the fuck cares?
Cameron
because
Diaz,
she's smoking.
Right. Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
Drew
another
Barrymore.
one.
Fucking love her.
And I love Drew Barrymore so much because I feel like she does really own like the whole, like I feel like she's someone who straddles the line between like I'm gonna own that I'm aging, but I'm also gonna be still really fucking cool and wear all the things. Like I love that.
If you were like Drew, put these leather pants on and this bustier and rock these stiletto Louis Vuitton, she would do it.
100%.
She would look amazing.
I don't know.
I don't think she's had work. I don't think she does like Botox.
I don't think that she has had work.
But she's killing it.
But I mean, even if she has, I mean, owns it.
That's the difference. It's like, and when we're on weddings, and I say that to moms because they'll be like, "Oh, I just don't know. I have wrinkles and my hair is," and I'm like, "Stop saying that because that is what." Look, even if I didn't do Botox and filler, which never gonna happen, I would still ain't gonna happen. Shout out to you, Whitney. Love you.
Right.
But like. I think that I would still love myself. And because I think that comes off as an unattractive quality when someone is like beating themselves up. It's like, it's okay to be who you are.
Is. But I feel like
that's making you old.
I think like part of the appeal with you is that obviously you're stunning. You've done all the things, to get you there. But I think like it's confidence too.
It's confidence.
It is, right? It's like equally
I'm not always confident, but I'm not afraid to be like, I look damn good. I fit in a size 2 jean. And you know what? Back in the day when you first met me, I was like, I hate my legs. And now I'm like, fuck my legs. I don't give a shit. Look.
But I think that that's what like makes a difference between like being 50 years old and going into Target like we all do.
Right.
And, heading over to the Wild Fable section versus...
Yeah.
Fucking Wild Fable.
Who cares if you're 60 shopping in there? And if someone's judging you, it's because they're like, oh, damn, I wish I had the confidence to do that.
But it's like, I think so many women get in that mindset. It's like, I'm going into Target. I'm going past Wild Fable because what the fuck? I'm not like
it's nothing
16.
for me. I'm going to go to the...
Right. And I'm going to go right on to...
Yeah.
What the fuck is the other?
I don't know. I never shopped. I've never shopped in there.
Like, oh my God, that's bad. I'm like, what the fuck is the other?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know what the other section is.
Are there other brands? I don't know.
Clearly, we're in the Wild Fable section.
We're obviously we shop at Target.
Isn't it like, hold on, this might age me a little bit. Is it acceleration?
Is it?
I don't know.
Wait, isn't that like
I feel like it is, but I feel like I could be making that up.
The name. Do not shop that.
Wait.
Do not shop it.
Every day, all day, every day.
I don't.
Guys, I don't know. It's something
There's
like
one
that.
Like Knox something. Wild Knox, and it's like Nashville. That one was kind of cool.
What?
Yes.
Are you sure?
1,000%.
Is this Target? Or are we thinking
Target.
like...
It's Target. It's like,
I mean, it's certainly not.
Wild Fable is like cool as shit. Although I will say like a year ago, it was like very like, why... All that's missing is a bonnet, right? I was like, what is going on?
I do feel like that was it. Was that Wild Fable or was that another one? I do feel like there was like a moment where it was.
But you walk in Target
like,
and like there's our section that we love. There's
yes.
beauty over here. There's home here, and then there's that other section that's like
that is unnamed.
It's behind section. It's behind the bikinis that Jen will never wear again.
Correct.
But it's behind that section.
Correct.
Like it's like stuffy.
It is because it's like stuffy. It's definitely giving. I'm a woman who
doesn't know the tag on my clothes.
Who wants to be very covered and like I don't want to be on the trends, but I don't even know.
But couldn't that person mosey? They could go get the stuffy whatever, and then mosey on over to Wild Fable and get them like a spiked belt or something.
I mean, because I think it's something as simple as like okay, like I'm gonna like get out of skinny jeans and I'm gonna do
fucking
like
love
a
skinny
wide
jeans.
leg jean, you know?
Right,
And like,
true.
look, I was a skinny jean crusader
I
for a long
am still
time. Like,
combat boots. I don't care.
listen, like for certain outfits, I'm
Yeah.
like, there is nothing that works better than a skinny jean.
Agreed.
But I also feel like stepping out into the
Yeah.
wide leg jean territory is what is going to make
Because
you
that shit
feel
looks
a little
bomb
bit
on
more
you.
current.
That
you
is
know?
your jam. That is your jam all day.
I feel like it is
I
my
feel like
jam
a skinny
now,
jean
but
is mine.
I was the skinny jean crusader
Yeah.
for a while.
But
I
what does
was.
it matter if it makes you feel good and you feel beautiful and you feel edgy?
I
and you
mean,
feel
yeah,
cute?
for sure.
I think women are just afraid to like step into unknown territory and like take a chance, like because they feel judged by others. Girl, we are judged. We go to Sheets and we are judged.
I mean, I even feel like in like beauty and like what we do with makeup,
Yeah.
I do feel like it's like people aren't even like risky in that way.
They're not.
You know, it's like you have
Clean
your
beauty
same
is kind of like that's the boat we're on right now.
Right.
But I mean, I do feel like, I mean, I'm like, do you want lashes to a mom? And she's like, oh, I'm not sure. It's like you should be like, fuck yes, bitch, give
and you're
me
doing
lashes.
and you're doing the fucking godforsaken, you know, little individuals,
kill me
which
now.
is like never a
I got
moment.
time for that.
I mean, does it work? Is it natural? Yeah, but like, is it gonna give
Yeah.
you the like that you're
But
looking
also,
for?
you just
No.
complimented Jen and said, "Oh my God, you're 50. Like what? I thought you were my daughter's age or whatever." And
If
it's like,
I
what do you
was
think that
sitting
is?
in your chair,
Yeah,
I would do whatever the fuck you told me to do.
Correct.
I mean, if you were like, you know, if you put this fucking plant on top of your head, you're gonna be like,
but I'm like, you
I
should
would listen
inspire.
to you.
I mean, and I think that's it. Is like you should inspire others, and like that. It's not like I think I'm hot shit or I'm like, look at me, I'm old, looking young. It's like I want to inspire people. Like, and beauty is everything.
I mean,
It is. No matter what you say, it is. Women
It is.
want to look and feel beautiful. No matter if it's like my skin is. If you're into skin is a win. Great. If you're into lashes, great. It doesn't
Right.
matter. Like you should feel beautiful no matter what. And
No
like,
matter
why
what.
are you not taking fucking risks? It's super annoying.
Yeah,
I don't mean it
it's
in
like
a mean way.
no. I mean, I don't think it's in a mean way. I
Yeah.
just think it's like if you want to look current,
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
on trend.
Right. And a lot of these moms, I'm older than. Imagine that.
I mean, that is the
That's
part
an
that
awkward
I mean, that kind of blows me, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it really does show you that, like, yes, like
It's crazy.
I feel that like the whole Botox filler thing and like how that can seem like a lot.
Yeah.
But it makes a fucking
let's-
difference.
you know
It does. It makes a difference.
Let's clear it up. So, like, to look at someone like me, you're probably like, oh my God, she probably gets Botox. Like, literally, I get Botox twice a year. I have not had filler in my lips in over a year. Like, it's
And that's
not like I'm in there.
and that is a big one because I
It
feel
is.
like you and I like both like with the like whole lip
yeah.
thing. Like
I mean, you want more, but you like,
but
you
then
don't need it.
we realize that like
Right.
you don't need to
Right.
fill
You don't need to keep going. Whoever's doing
Obsessively.
that, you're going to pay for it later.
Right.
I feel like, you know.
or you get like the hot dog lip look where
Yeah.
it's like
I love
it
that, though.
you
I
know
wish I
it's
had
like
hot dog lip.
snap where it looks like you could just snap
Like duck
I love
lips.
that though. A good fucking hot
No one will
dog
give
where
that
it
to me
like
because they're like, you don't need any more. But
but you don't need the hot dog lip.
But,
And
like,
honestly, I
literally-
think the hot dog lip would like make you look insane.
it would. But I'm fine with that.
But I know you would love that.
that. But I do feel like people like, and I do think that that's the thing that moms think too. Like,
Yes.
and not to like shade moms. It's like anyone over 40 is thinking like, oh my God, well she goes in every. No, I
think
don't.
anyone
I
over
don't.
you're saying anyone over 40, but like I think anyone over the age of like 30 if I'm being honest.
Yeah. But you need to do your research because like I'm not going that. I go to an injector who literally will be like, no. That is the thing is like maybe you look at me and you're like, because you're uneducated and you don't know anything about Botox, but I'm not going like 10 times a year. I'm going twice a year.
I do feel like
and I'm being rejected most times when I ask for things.
this is true. And Whitney's
You've had
great.
Botox. My girl has had Botox one time and it's
I
still
literally-
frozen.
And I literally
It's been, like,
live
8
for
months.
that. I mean, I feel like I do have like a little like can you see it?
Do I? No, you have no movement. You
I do.
basically
I
have
feel like
no
I can
movement.
feel it.
It's
Listen,
want
moral
no
of the
expression.
story is it's great. You know, and it's like it is giving you that boost.
yeah.
It's making you feel like you're 25 again,
Right.
even if you're fucking not.
Stop being judgmental.
Don't be judgmental.
Don't be judgmental. Like if you like what you see and you're curious, ask me. I don't give a shit. Like I want to know all the things you're doing.
I mean, I do feel like it gets to that point where like you can tell that they're like the conversation comes up while someone's in the chair with you, and
Yeah.
it's like, why are you like
But
looking
then
at my
I start
face
getting in
and
my head
dissecting me?
because they're like, I'm thinking about getting
Right.
Botox is like the first thing they said. I'm like, why? Because I look like I have Botox? Or they're like,
Correct.
I wish I'm going to get lip filler. And I'm like, is it because I look like I have lip filler? I
Correct.
do not care. Yes, I have it all, but it's not overdone. And you should find yourself an injector and we can provide you with that information because we have great references that is
Yeah.
not going to tell you yes and should not tell you yes. It should be your
Although
journey.
we have had the, yeah, that's a story for another day.
It's a story for another day. People are going to be like, when are these stories coming out? Because you always say it's a story for another day.
I mean, it is because it is a story for another day because, listen, there are people out there. There are people out there that will continually shoot up your face.
It's not a good. It's
You
not
will
a good
have
thing.
hot dog lip until it actually freaking explodes. You know what I'm saying?
You will be frozen for life.
I mean, and it's like you see it all the time. Like I used to be obsessed with that show Botched because I used to just love to
it.
see like
Yeah,
all the
overdone.
things and what over. Yes.
For the guy that had like ribs removed.
Or not even overdone. Like I feel like sometimes people would just go in for like
Yeah.
normal things. And those were the stories that were the saddest to me. Like the mom, she's had like a few kids, like she wants her stomach to be tight
So she
again.
went to Tijuana.
So she can be fucking snatched. And it's like
they put cement in her ass. and all the
correct.
Things. Yeah.
Right. And it's like now my belly button is in the middle of my breast. And
Between
it's like
my
what?
fake boobs that have fallen.
It's actually sad.
I know, but I would never go like I would never like cheat when it
sad.
comes to like my Botox and filler. Like cheat because I want to pay less. Do not pay less. Do not go somewhere. That is
I mean,
your
I think that,
fate.
yeah. I mean, I think that is like yeah. I mean, you can't skimp on it.
You can't
like,
skip
you
on it.
can't.
You don't want to. And
I mean,
know-
you can,
I do
but
know
I
people
mean,
that
you're
say yes.
like, you're rolling the dice. And yes, we do know people that would say yes.
When I first started, like the person I was going to might not have been reputable, but I loved how I looked. But I was going like almost every other month.
Correct.
And that shit is expensive. It is. But like a good injector is going to tell you no. I mean, you may try to
That part.
convince them that they're wrong and they will tell you no still. So,
Right.
I mean, but I do think it's not about Botox and filler. It's like live your life, make decisions.
Whatever that looks like.
Yes.
Whatever
but
that
don't be
looks
afraid
like.
to like think outside the box. And like if it makes you feel good, just do it. Like who cares? Like I'm a positive person. Like I rain sunshine and rainbows. They fly out of my ass. At 5
It's
a.m. or 10 p.m. It doesn't matter. I
It's
think
actually
attitude
true.
is everything. Loving others. People are gonna hate. It's just who they are, and you can't let that
It's
shit
true.
like just take you down. You just gotta like live your life. Live your life.
But I feel like whatever that looks like for you, whether you're a
Right.
man or a woman, like get your fucking hairline done.
Get your hairline done.
You know, get the toupee, you know,
Right.
whatever. Just do.
Who cares? The only person that knows is you.
The only person that knows is you.
And anybody who's walking up to you as a man on the street and they're like, "Do you have a toupee?" I would be like, "Yes," and I got it done here, and here's why I look good.
I mean, because
Own
the
it.
end result is you get to play the
You look
game
fine as
where
hell.
people are like, "Oh my god, no
you're
way, you're
pulling the
50."
ladies.
Right.
You're pulling the lady. You're in your your midlife crisis car, and you're pulling the ladies because you got that toupee that stays on snatch. That shit blowing in
Rain.
the wind. They're like,
You know, I always wonder
you
about that
going?
because I'm like, the toupee thing is actually really
one that I
interesting
saw,
to me.
I was like, that she was like taking his head. I'm like, I know he's
I
loving that.
know, and I've like seen it so many times, and I'm just
I
like,
have no judgment.
why not do it?
Why
And
not
like,
do it?
I know people, I know men who are struggling
I know me too.
because
Sad.
they don't have their hair anymore, and
Because
it's like,
it does age them. Like
and
that
it
is the
does.
one
Like,
thing.
we were
that
talking- right, and I feel like for women, it's like having kids. It's
Yeah.
you know, getting older. You have gray hair, which I feel like for the most part, like all those things can be
Yeah.
like remedied, like whatever.
I don't think a healthy lifestyle is bad. I don't partake in that because I don't give a shit. So I'm like, am I gonna eat the fries? Yeah, bitch, you only live fucking once. And
Although I will say that episode of the Kardashians with Khloe and Kim and Chris,
Proof.
and they did the
What more
was
proof
it?
do you
What was
need?
the freaking test called? I can't remember.
it was like your biological age.
Yes.
Right. And Chloe tested, how old is she now? She's 39.
Yes.
She tested and she was like,
or is she 40?
she's probably 40 now, but on the episode. So I think she tested as like a 25-year-old and beat Kim, which was like super funny.
Which was actually shocking. I mean, I wasn't, because Kim's like vegan. She
Chloe works out every day, but she eats like
I'm
shit.
like, Chloe works out every day.
Yeah.
She eats like shit, but then
She even said she's like mozzarella sticks, like I eat ice cream, and she tested younger.
That
would be me.
Khloe Kardashian is 40 years old, according to Google.
Thank you, White Chocolate.
When's her birthday? Can you see it?
Yep. Give me a second.
Okay. I feel like that is me. I'm 40.
I mean,
I'm not.
And look at that. It's like,
I eat what I want.
and first of all, that is you, bitch, because I feel like when I first met you, I'm like, listen, we would do a wedding and cruise through
Arby's and get like 16 cheese sticks, and I would eat all of them.
100%.
I just have a high metabolism.
You do.
I mean, these days things have changed, and we'll talk about that on another episode. But
that is another.
I love food, and I love junk food. Like literally, I have children. Like we have everything organized for their lunches, and I love a Dorito. Whatever, who cares? I love a combo.
And your jar of candy.
And my jar of candy. Like I don't care.
June 27th, by the way.
Oh, Gemini.
Ooh. Is that Gemini?
Isn't it? Or Pisces?
June 27th.
27. I think
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it Cancer?
Oh, you know what? You're right. It is.
I think it's Cancer.
I fucking love a Cancer.
Wow, she doesn't give Cancer vibes.
I think she does.
You do?
Everyone loves her.
I don't think she gives Cancer
lovable.
vibes.
What do you think?
She doesn't give Cancer vibes. I mean, I don't know, because she is very nurturing. My mom's a Cancer.
My
Love
dad
you,
was
Mom.
nurturing.
But I just feel like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she does though.
What is Kim Kardashian? Wait, hold on.
Kim's a Libra like
Of course she
me.
fucking is.
So there's that.
Of course she is.
And
no one's a Virgo.
Kim's a Libra.
No one. I'm a Virgo alone.
you're not.
am.
There is
Rachel
somebody. Is she a Virgo?
Yes. I'm pretty sure we have the same birthday.
Stop. I feel like whenever we're on weddings, though, everybody is always like, "You're a Virgo? No way. My birthday?
too.
When's your birthday? The
know.
25th? Oh my God, mine too." And I'm
I know.
like,
It's crazy.
I'll just be on this island by myself.
Whenever you're a Libra, everyone loves you.
Nobody is ever a Libra except for me.
Lies.
Literally,
Everyone's a fucking Libra.
the other day, we met a girl who was a Libra, and I was like floored because we never get that.
Fucking love Libras. They're like the best humans.
I mean, it's actually true, but
I mean, they're just like easy, you know? Like easy to get along with. So much fun.
I think that we're
Light and airy.
easy, but I think that we do have like that like side. You love when I get ratchet. You love my ratchet
That's
side.
my favorite.
When I like
That might
snap
match.
and I'm pissed, you love that
feel
part
like-
of me.
When did we start unveiling our ratchetness to each other? Because I feel like I don't remember that moment, but I remember being like, thank God.
I feel like it was
I was
after
like,
a
that bitch is
wedding.
fucked up, and you were like, fuck yeah.
I think that when you got the real reveal of my ratchet side was when
we
the
held
first day that we worked together on that wedding in Charlottesville, and we were with another artist at the time who is no longer. And remember, and she showed me a picture of her boyfriend, and I was just
we all went around the table. We all went around the table, and you were like, "This is
and
my
everybody,
Michael."
and I'm like, "This is
Scott.
my." I was like,
and then
"This
she
is
was
my
like,
man."
"This is my
And she
man."
was like, "This is my band," and I was
was
like,
crickets.
"It was literally crickets."
like,
I
I
think
love
that is
her.
when you fell in
You're
love
right.
with me because
She
I was like,
you were in the back seat too. I remember that.
I was like, I'm actually not gonna lie
was
right now and be
crickets.
like, "Oh my God, he's so cute," because I was like, "No
Like,
way."
bitch, that man is ugly. You look like an egg.
But side
so did
profile,
she.
this
Goodbye.
person, she was not a great person.
She looked like Humpty
and
Dumpty. I
she
hated
was
her.
she was
She's
not
a
a very
horrible
nice,
person.
just not very nice. So
No.
that is
Horrible
that-
person. Do not talk about having your asshole bleached at a wedding. Like, you're fired.
Correct.
Goodbye. No.
Was it asshole bleaching or was
it
it?
was.
I
And
think
ding-
it was dingleberries.
It was both.
It was
and she was talking
dingleberries.
about that to a mother of the bride. And remember,
On
I
a
walked-
wedding.
On a wedding.
On a wedding. Why would it ever be okay to talk about dingleberries?
And we were in a room that was super small, and I just remember being like, I look at Sade and I'm like, oh my God, I am in fucking hell.
I
they
feel
were
like at that
bougie.
point,
They
we
were
had like
bougie.
they were very bougie, and I feel like at that point,
It was
you
like
and
they
I.
swing the golf club, they wear the pop collars, and she's like, oh, if you want your asshole bleached, blah blah blah. I did one, and there was a
How did
dingleberry,
she-
and
I
I'm
think
like,
how did she
I feel
get
like
there?
I'm shot by a bullet.
I think she was talking about like anal waxing.
Yeah.
Is that what
it
it
went
was?
to
And then it
bleaching.
went to bleaching, and then it went to Dingleberry.
I wanted to die in that moment. I literally wanted to die.
That
was after, remember, we went, like, literally took my bed.
Yes.
Horrible person. I don't even know if she's alive. She probably isn't. I don't know. She was horrible.
You know, I think
very mean to me. And I'm very nice.
I think that was
your
anyways, that was like my ratchet moment. I think that's when
incredible.
you got to see like I actually love this girl because she isn't gonna fake it, and it was just crickets.
Oh, it was amazing.
So
no, that was fucking amazing. I
don't know. I feel like you've had many ratchet moments. You have many ratchet moments. For sure. We both have. At this point, like, it's like, you know, we get in the car and we're like,
we're so
you know,
connected. We're like mother and daughter.
It's true.
In that way. That is. Like,
I hate that. I hate when you say mother and daughter.
I know, but it is like.
Because it seems like weird and ancestral when you say like mother daughter. Because we're so like.
We're going to scissor grind. Like,
exactly. Because we joke about the whole like lesbian thing all the time. And like, it's like, I'm your mother. I'm like.
People love us together though. I know, but like I'm like your like
it can't be
auntie.
just like the mother of the bride that we had that was like, you guys are like sisters. That was more.
It was so boring.
I mean,
like no one cares.
It was okay.
Like,
all right, fine. It was.
I think. Oh, you know what took me out was when it was that weekend that we had to work the 18-hour, and we were like on a wedding all day. We stayed through. And we went to get breakfast, and you had on an LA hat, and I had on a New York hat. I felt so weird. I felt like everyone was looking at us like, are they together? Why are they wearing competing? Like everyone.
I don't know, but that has happened multiple times where I feel like our outfits are very like cohesive, and it's like
we're competing,
right?
Like people are very judgmental.
People are very judgmental.
But also, we don't give a fuck. I'm like, give me the $1 million bacon and shut the fuck up.
That is actually you. You're very sweet. Until you were not. And then it's like giving very much J-Lo vibes.
I know. Bring me my white roses. Have them
correct.
For me.
Correct.
Sorry that I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not sorry. And that's the part you need to remember is when you get older, do not be sorry.
I think like just being around you for so long, like I feel like I've absorbed some of that. And it's hard to like
But confidence is a blessing. Like I would like anytime that you feel insecure, I feel insecure. That's like our friendship is like we build each other up. Like
100%.
You should be around people that level you out, that tell you like, do not feel that way. I don't.
Do not shop in the exhilaration section.
You can think of it like this: if that girl over there, I'm getting out of my car and she's like, you know why she's? I can either be like, oh, you don't like me, or I can be like, I know you're looking at me. These jeans right here, they're from American Eagle, bitch, and they fit my ass perfectly.
Correct.
That's what you're looking at. I'm not
correct.
Instead of being like, oh, no one likes me, just own that shit.
Just own it.
Even if you fake it, who cares?
I mean, I think you have it down pat.
I do.
But I think it's your personality too. It is your personality for sure.
Like, to be intimidating.
But I do like. I feel like the business that we are in. I feel like you do want to inspire other women, and you do want
to be confident.
Yeah, to be confident.
That's why we're in it.
I feel like there's so many times we see people and we're like, oh my god, like she could be a knockout, but I feel like she, you know,
does the blue eyeliner,
right,
and wears,
or it's like in that lane, like we said, where it's like. I feel like I have to shop in the exhilaration section. Is it exhilaration?
I'm looking it up later.
What is it?
I don't know. I've never.
It's not exhilaration.
Knox Rose, I'm telling you, is in there, and I have bought like a cardigan or something.
Is it like all day, every day? You guys, if you guys know what it is,
is it any day?
Is it any day?
It is any day.
I think it's like all day, every day.
Let's bet $5. I'm pretty sure it's any day. I can see it in my head, and I have a photographic memory.
It's all day. I think that it's like all day is the brand, or like
day.
It's any day.
I'm pretty sure.
Or is it every day?
It's not fucking exhilaration. Like what the fuck?
It's not exhilaration.
Is that even a real?
Bitch, you know what I'm talking about. You know about exhilaration. Like
I don't.
Exhilaration was a vibe. For those of you who know about exhilaration was a fucking vibe back in the day.
Chime in, bitches.
Chime in if you know about exhilaration.
Like, that girl without a Botox is wrong. She's wrong.
Is it a new day?
A new day! Yes! Oh my God. I'm like, first of all, this is the blind leading the blind. Is it all day, every day?
It's exhilaration. exhilaration.
I'm like, actually, no. Ooh, it's every day.
I think exhilaration
A
is
new
actually cold.
day. Ah, thank you, white chocolate. You literally
Chocolate,
saved
you
the
are-
day.
And by the way, he's smart and cute.
Listen,
Just-
all the things, literally all the things.
He thinks on his feet. That's great.
And you cannot have,
I'm
you
bringing it
cannot,
back.
listen, you cannot, like,
I'm bringing Boot back. Nene, I'm bringing it back. Boop. I'm doing that. What was her other one?
boop.
She's like, boop.
Who was that
was
did that?
Nene.
Was it Nene?
I freaking love her.
I don't think it was.
It was.
Was
Or
it?
she'd be like, or whatever. Wasn't that her thing that she used to do?
Listen, that is also a conversation for another day.
There's so many things to talk about.
There are so many things
Reality
that
TV is our
reality TV is
We know them. No, we
a
don't, but
problem.
it's-
In our minds,
in our
we
minds,
do.
we do.
On our minds, we hang out with Andy Cohen every weekend,
Oh, see,
and
they did Traitors. Did you see it? Oh my god, I can't wait for you to see it.
don't ruin it for me. I haven't
Okay, I'm sorry.
because I love Shannon
Sorry.
Storms Bedore.
Right.
You know, I love Shannon Storms Bedore.
Well, we will meet her one day.
so
Just
there's
wait.
that.
Well, anyways, aging.
Aging
It's a
sucks
bitch.
in a nutshell.
It's a bitch.
Aging sucks.
Man, woman, whoever you are, you know, whatever your choices are, just like own who you are. Just
I
walk
think
into
in a
that bar,
nutshell-
walk into that job, walk into whatever, and be confident.
Be confident.
Nobody has time.
It
for
sucks, but it doesn't have to suck. You know, it's
You
like
sound old when you hate yourself.
correct. And you shop at A New Day, and you don't, go over into the Wild Fable section. Seriously,
Venture over into Wild.
venture
Fable.
over into Wild
Get you a
Fable.
spike belt. And,
Yeah.
and be cute. Who cares?
Stay up on the trends, because who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? That's
No
no
one's-
the 90s
it's like-
anyway. By the way.
Correct. I mean, and it's like fake it until you make
Yes.
it. No one
Wear the
knows.
Ramones
No one
t-shirt.
fucking knows how old you are until you
you
fucking
are.
bring your ID out.
And that, and when you start talking about your wrinkles.
Boom, and there it is.
Rock a ball cap and wear a thick chain. Layer that shit. Wear some cute combat boots.
Hell
No
yeah.
one cares.
Hell yeah.
So many old. You know what I love seeing is like older women that have tattoos.
I mean, I think
Like, have you
that's.
seen
I think
that?
that will be us.
Where it's like they're 80 and they had like the neck, and I'm like, that is cool shit.
I think that's cool because it's
Like, I
like
wanna
it,
know
that is that per you're it's them like
Yeah, it's basically
they're
us.
older now. I mean that will be
I
us.
will model. I will
I'm
model.
living for that though.
I will be nude.
It will be a moment.
I literally have
It
lust
literally will
across
be
my
a whole
stomach
moment.
when I'm like 85. It'll be like lust.
I mean, you would, but I think you would like it would be like a whole vibe. It would
would.
be like the long gray hair. Like I think you would still do lingerie, a smoky eye.
Yeah.
I love how I'm like planning
middle
out this.
part.
I love how I'm planning
I
out
have a
this
Jaguar.
geriatric
Can I have like a
lingerie
Can I have a
sexy
lion
photo
or
shoot for you.
something that I'm like petting, like an actual live one, like a
I
Jaguar.
love that. Ooh.
And I'm not afraid. Oh, and I'm like, shut the fuck up with the like.
Yeah, because there is like an edgy part to it. I feel like, yeah, for you for sure, it would
like,
be an edgy part.
I would love
Definitely.
that.
Definitely.
Yours would be on a Rolls Royce.
It would, because it would be like it's old money,
It's
but
old money.
also
Fucking love old money vibes.
it's like I'm an old hoe now, and I'm living for that.
Right?
I love that.
We need to make that. Let's do that for.
Well, when we're senior citizens, that's what we'll do.
I am a senior citizen, bitch.
You're not there.
By
the way-
I was like, is this for me? Is that what happens?
You are not there.
You turn 50.
Remember, you are 50, but you're actually 30.
I'm actually 30. I'm actually
You're actually 30.
9.5 forever.
And by the way, nobody knows how old you are ever.
And I don't care if they do.
Love that. I love playing that game with
know.
people because it shocks the hell out of them.
On the way here today, like how many men were like, "How are you?" And I'm like,
And there it is.
And they're like-
and women, by the way.
"No, well, she was cute too, though."
She was very cute, but I think
In
she,
another
but I
life, I
think
would
she
be
like
wood.
appreciated your whole get up.
Yeah, but I love that you're there behind me. Like, she thought you were pretty.
I did because I have to be
yeah.
the voice of reason for
Yes.
you because
Same.
because you have that sassy part of you where you're like that bitch, like she was looking at
That's
me.
you
and I'm
at
like,
Target. You're
I'm
like, I can't believe that lady was nice to you. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you. She's like, while she's checking. I'm like,
okay, but you were ready to like fucking
Step.
whip the girl and sheets, and I was like, I think she just like thought you genuinely were really cute and like
she
liked
did
your
a double head
outfit.
twist. It was like,
She did. Maybe she's your new. Maybe she's the
not my
new.
type.
You know.
Chocolate.
Listen, moral
like
of the
white
story.
chocolate and dark chocolate.
Moral of the story is about aging.
I know. Just
It's-
own your shit.
Own it.
Own it. Be confident.
cares?
Try the new things.
Don't go to A New Day. Go over to Wild Fable.
Venture over to Wild Fable. Go. Listen. Don't go to an injector that isn't going to listen to your concerns. Go to an
Leave
injector.
the blue eyeliner. Goodbye. We're leaving that.
If you're gonna have gray hair, own that shit. Stop complaining about it.
If you don't want to do Botox and filler, own it.
Own it.
Just
Grow
own
old
it.
gracefully.
Grow old gracefully.
Don't shame those who don't.
Correct.
Right. Don't sit in my chair and talk about my lips ever again.
I mean, I feel like that. I think we hit all the marks like that. I think we're.
Because we're living that every single day.
I mean, I think we're
having
in
an
that.
age gap friendship. Like, to me, those TikToks resonate with me because, like,
I love those. Every time I see one, I send it to you because I'm like, that is literally
and
us.
it's like 52-42 or 52-35, and it's like they resonate with each other because I'm teaching you how to be confident and go into those later years, and you're keeping me young. It's a balance.
It is a balance.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I think that is like the beauty in it, right?
Right. Exactly. The beauty. We're so
guys.
pretty. Like,
we're so wise.
We're so wise.
Listen to us.
I'm definitely wise.
Should we have another cheers? Episode 2.
I love my drink. It's so
Here
good.
we go.
I like the mango.
Clink.
Clink. Here's to you. Oh.
To 50.
To 50.